strategies for going out to eat slash going out of town. But before we dive into this, if you are doing any program or training program or any program at all that restricts you from having date nights, holidays, or your coach criticize you for doing those things, you are doing the wrong program. Because in reality, like what I coach here in Project Uncharted Coaching is I coach sustainability. Planning ahead so that way you can enjoy the things in life and not feel like you're restricted at all. And the reason why people fail at their diet is because they don't know how to do their quote quote diet and also do life at the same time. And today that's what we're going to talk about is how can you make progress while still enjoying your time. Obviously that's to like some level, right? If you're trying to compete in bodybuilding where you got to get super lean, obviously you're going to have to be a little bit more strict. But if you're doing it for health in the mind, health in the body, then you can be a little bit not as strict. Okay, so there are levels to that. Okay, so first, I categorize it from level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. Okay, so level 1 would be like your random day where like, oh man, I forgot to meal prep. I gotta go get something from the store or gotta get something from Chick-fil-A real quick. So that'd be like level 1. It's not as special. Number 2 would be date nights. Date nights are special, but you might do that maybe like once or twice a week, right? And then level 3 would be like your holidays. Those are pretty rare. I would say maybe a few times a year. So Thanksgiving, Christmas, like that kind of stuff. So it's pretty special. That's when your family comes over. And then the last one is vacation. The most important one and the rarest one out of all this. Okay, so first we're going to start with level 1 here. Level 1, the random. You forgot to meal prep or you forgot to like thaw out the chicken. So this would be tracking, okay? So I want you to track, okay? So if you are going to go out, grab something to eat at the store or at the restaurant, look at how many calories you have left. Look at how many proteins, carbs, fats, and then see what you can work with the calories you have left. Okay, if you are a little bit over, that's fine. A little bit under, that's fine. But look at how many calories you have left, protein, carbs, fats, and then make a decision off of that. Okay, do you need to cook something at home real quick? Or can you go out and still make it work? But you are still tracking because these are not as special. It's just one of those things where, oh man, I forgot to meal prep. I got to get something real quick. Okay, so these are not special. These are your random times, but still it's important. It's important skills to learn because that happens. Okay, so don't feel like, oh man, I forgot to meal prep. Oh, well, I'm going to binge now. Okay, just see what you have left and then plan around that. So you are tracking with that. And then level 2 would be your date nights. They're very important. So this would be tracking slash some tracking. It just depends on where you guys are going. So when I say like tracking, it could be maybe you guys normally go out to like a particular restaurant and you know what you're going to eat. So what you can do is go ahead and track your calories, right? Track your calories and then maybe save like, I don't know, maybe like 20, 25 grams of protein, 800 calories, 50 grams of carbs, 30 grams of fats. So you are tracking, but you're planning it out to where you can have a little bit more carbs and fats for that evening and not so much protein, right? So planning ahead, save calories for the evening, and then load up on protein early on, maybe breakfast and lunch, and then guesstimate the calories. I would say for this one, with restaurant foods, there are hidden calories just because sometimes the reason why they taste good is they're loaded up on sodium and they have extra butter and you didn't even know. Okay, so save some calories, track, still planning ahead, and so that's why I said some tracking in there as well because you don't know. Maybe you can just save 800 calories and then eat moderately for the date night, okay? Next one is level 3, holidays. Very important. Families are over, okay? So this one will also be tracking slash some tracking. So if you're very, that type of person, I got to get results, then sure, track. And then plan out what you're going to have. So like, for example, Thanksgiving. Maybe you have to go to your mom, okay? So you're going to plan out what you're going to eat in the morning. maybe save 800 to 1,000 calories at night. Load up on protein, same thing. So almost the same as level 2, but not as strict because this is a holiday. You're hanging out with friends. So if you go a little bit over, that's fine. And that's why I also put some tracking, because sometimes you don't know what people are going to bring to Thanksgiving. You don't know what your mom is cooking, but you're already kind of tracking ahead, planning ahead, and it's just saving calories at the end and just eating moderately. So it's almost the same as level 2. And then level 4 would be vacation. This, I would say, since vacation is rare, like let's say you going to Mexico, no tracking. Okay, no tracking at all. But if you are adamant that you want to make progress, that's fine too. You can do no tracking, but you can set rules and boundaries. What that could mean is, again, you can make this as flexible as possible, right? What that could mean is like, eat whatever you want for breakfast, right? So if you're in Mexico, eat their traditional breakfast food. Eat, like, put whatever you can put in a plate and eat that thing, okay? Same thing for lunch, same thing for dinner, and then maybe give yourself 2 to 3 treats or desserts or alcohol per day. And then that will be your rules and boundaries, okay? And then lastly, you gotta enjoy it, because how many times do you actually go on vacation, right? That could be like maybe once a year, maybe a couple times a year. So ultimately, I want you to enjoy your time. And if you are adamant on staying on a track, just set boundaries, okay? Breakfast, lunch, dinner, eat whatever you want. Don't take anything from the store, like let's say like Coke and snacks. Don't bring it to the hotel or your Airbnb. Maybe that would be like the rule that I would set, because this is exactly what I did when we went to Hawaii. I was on prep. I had 8 weeks left until I stepped on stage, and I knew that I had no control with the food I can eat. So what I did, I couldn't track either. So what I did, I just said, eat whatever you want breakfast, eat whatever you want lunch, eat whatever you had dinner, and then maybe give yourself 2 treats. And then also, I also gave myself a rule. It's like, hey, work out before Miranda wakes up. All right, that's the rule. Or for you, it could be like just walking outside and getting your steps in. So regardless of what you pick here, again, guys, like, understand how important these are. So they're random. It's not so important. You just forgot to meal prep, okay? Date nights are important, but holidays are more important because your family comes over, and a vacation is also as more important than any of these combined. So again, tracking, some tracking, and then no tracking at all. I hope this helps, and I hope it helps you out a lot to when you are trying to lose weight, you can still go out and be able to enjoy these. And again, just plan ahead and keep making progress. I hope this helps. And if it does, comment down below that it helps you out, so that way it lets me know that I'm doing good with these videos. I'll see you guys soon.